In this video, I'll be changing the oil in this third generation Toyota Highlander with a 3.5-liter V6 engine. This particular Highlander has the hybrid powertrain, but the procedure is exactly the same for the gas engine. The service is recommended every 10,000 miles or 12 months for general driving conditions, or every 5,000 miles or 6 months for conditions like towing, excessive idling, or low-speed operations, and frequent trips of under 5 miles in freezing temperatures. The tools and supplies you'll need for this procedure are a 14mm socket, 3/8" extension and ratchet, a torque wrench capable of 9 to 30 foot-pounds, a pick or small screwdriver for removing O-rings, a funnel, a 64mm oil filter wrench, an oil filter with replacement O-rings, a replacement oil drain plug crush washer, some rubber gloves, paper towels, 6.4 quarts of 0W20 full synthetic engine oil, and an oil drain pan. As long as you have a low profile pan, you should be able to change the oil without ramps or a jack, but those are also an option if you want a little more room to work. I'll include the links to the supplies and oil filter wrench in the description below. Get started by parking on a level surface and warming up the engine for a few minutes. If you have the hybrid version, you can keep the engine on by lightly pressing the gas pedal or turning on the heat. Now set the parking brake and open the hood. Remove the oil fill cap from the top of the engine and verify the correct oil viscosity that should be written on it. Moving down to underneath the engine, you'll find the oil drain plug at the back side of the oil pan and the oil filter housing directly in front of it. Using the 14mm socket and ratchet, loosen the drain bolt. Before the drain bolt is all the way out, slide the drain pan underneath and, with a gloved hand, remove the bolt. While the oil is draining, swap out the crush washer on the drain bolt with a new one. These are one-time use as they will deform to seal perfectly between the bolt and the oil pan. There's a chance the crush washer sticks to the oil pan like mine, and if it does, take a screwdriver and a hammer and gently tap it off after the oil finishes draining. Make sure not to scratch the sealing surface on the oil pan. Now clean up the sealing surface and reinstall the drain bolt, torquing to 30 foot-pounds. Clean up any residual oil on the pan before moving up to the oil filter. First, use the 3/8" ratchet and extension to remove the oil filter housing drain plug. Then take the filter drain tool included with the filter kit to drain the residual oil from the filter housing. Once it's fully pressed into place, it should start draining. You can connect a drain hose to the adapter if you want to, but as long as your drain pan is directly underneath, you don't need to worry about that or the drain plug O-ring. The oil filter housing requires a special 64mm filter tool paired with a 3/8" ratchet. Also, thanks to the large O-ring around the housing, it's extremely difficult to break free, so get ready to use a significant amount of force to break it loose. I had to use a 1/2" ratchet with a step-down adapter, but you can also use a breaker bar or a cheater bar on a 3/8" ratchet. Even though it is difficult, I would advise against using any power tools for this job to prevent breaking the filter housing or tool. Moving the filter housing over to a workbench, remove the filter media from the filter housing and use a pick to take off the outer O-ring. Clean the old oil from the filter housing and threads before installing the new O-rings, both around the outside of the housing, in the channel behind the threads, and for the drain plug. Lightly coat them with oil to help with installation. You can go ahead and install the drain plug to hold the O-ring in place, but don't worry about torquing it just yet. Now drop in the new filter into the housing. Moving back under the car, clean the filter housing sealing surface before reinstalling the filter assembly. Get it as tight as you can by hand before using the adapter and torque wrench to tighten it to 18 foot-pounds. Now use the 3/8" extension with a torque wrench to tighten the filter drain plug to 9 foot-pounds. Moving up to the engine bay, insert the funnel in the oil fill hole and begin pouring in the 0W20 oil. Double check your manual for oil capacity specification, but on this 2GR FXE engine, the capacity is 6.4 quarts. After adding oil, clean the oil fill cap and reinstall it. Run the engine for a few minutes to fill the oil filter and circulate the oil. Again, for the hybrid model, you can either lightly press the accelerator pedal or turn on the heat for the engine to run. After a few minutes, turn off the engine and wait at least 5 minutes for the oil to settle before rechecking the level. Now pull the dipstick, wipe it clean with a paper towel, fully reinsert it, then pull it back out to check the level. If it's low, add more oil until it's within the operating range. The final step is to reset the maintenance required message. Thankfully, it's very easy on this model by turning on the car, cycling the odometer to trip A, and turn off the car. Now, while holding the trip button, turn the car back on and hold until you see resetting maintenance data on the display. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also check out my Highlander playlist for all of my Toyota Highlander related content.